Lately, you pull up to the gas pump and have been shocked by the high price of gasoline. As the pump clicked past $40, $50, or even $60, maybe you thought about getting a car that got better gas mileage, or about how your car may be affecting the environment. Today, I'd like to motivate you to choose a hybrid car as your next automobile. I will be covering what a hybrid car is, how driving a hybrid car could benefit the environment and yourself in various ways, and untrue or misleading information about a hybrid car. So what is a hybrid car? A hybrid car combines two smaller engines to produce the power of a larger engine. Usually, it is an engine that is regular powered by gas and an electric engine. An example is in the Toyota Prius. It takes the 106 horsepower engine and a 67 horsepower electric engine to make a 173 horsepower vehicle, which is a standard size sedan. To improve fuel mileage and exhaust emissions, the electric engine does the work of starting the car and getting it going from a complete stop. Once the vehicle is moving, the gas engine starts up and gives the car more power in addition to charging the electric motor batteries. The gas mileage operates at higher speeds because the gas mileage improves with higher miles per hour, and then it drops again. So with the dual power of a regular and electric engine, the hybrid can help benefit you in many ways. The first way it can benefit you as a driver is through lower fuel costs. The Toyota Prius is the most fuel-efficient vehicle in the market. According to fueleconomy.org, it receives almost 50 miles per gallon no matter where you drive. Even the Ford Fusion Hybrid, Lexus C200, Mercury Milan Hybrid, Honda Civic Hybrid, and others get over 40 miles per gallon. With average annual fees costing under $1,400, hybrid cars can save $100 on gas per year. The second way it can benefit you is through lower car insurance. A lot of car insurance companies offer instant discounts just by owning a hybrid car. According to howstuffworks.com, Travelers Insurance has dedicated hybrid car insurance division, which provides up to 10% simply based on the vehicle. This is before good driver, multi-policy, and other common discounts. Hybrid car owners typically get cheaper car insurance quotes compared to other traditional gas vehicles with any auto insurance company. Another way driving a hybrid car could also benefit you, but the environment as well, is through lower emissions and decreased fuel demands. According to Living Green magazine, when gasoline is burned to produce energy for vehicles, carbon monoxide is created and released into the environment. However, with hybrid cars, there is much less carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere, thus reducing emissions. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency estimates the traditional hybrid vehicle uses between 30 and 60% less than conventional models, thus creating the less demand for gas. Although hybrid cars offer so many wonderful solutions to current problems we face, there are many misleading or untrue facts about hybrid cars. When facing the decision of what your next car should be, there are many factors that come into play. To me, the biggest factor is the price. A misleading fact about hybrid cars is that a hybrid car costs drastically more than a regular car. According to Honda.com, the average price for a 2013 Honda Civic sedan is $19,000, and the price for a 2013 Honda Civic Hybrid sedan is $25,000. When buying each car with no money down at 5% for 60 months, the estimated payments for Honda Civic sedan is $375 a month, and for the Honda Civic Hybrid, it's $475 a month. The price of purchasing a vehicle versus a hybrid vehicle is around $100 a month. That $100 a month may sound like a lot to some of us, but because you will have to pay for as much gas and your car insurance will be much lower, you will be able to save that money and be able to purchase that vehicle. An untrue fact about hybrid cars is they cost a lot to maintain or fix. According to howstuffworks.com, routine maintenance costs for a hybrid car may be lower than a regular car. The gas engine shuts down while the car is idling and the electric motor takes over. That means there is less wear and tear on the engine. On smaller hybrid cars, oil changes are recommended at 5,000 miles rather than the 3,000 miles that mechanics recommend for many similar cars. The hybrid's regenerative braking system and the lower heat means that the brake pads and brakes tend to last much longer. Most manufacturers of hybrid vehicles now include a 100,000-mile warranty or a 150,000-mile warranty on a hybrid drive system to encourage people to buy a hybrid car. Since there is less wear and tear on the engine, there is fewer oil changes, and the brake pads last longer, and the 100,000-mile warranty, the maintenance costs have proven not to be a significant problem. Today I've talked about what a hybrid car is, the many benefits hybrid cars have to offer. I've talked about the savings in gas, car insurance, and how driving a hybrid car can help the environment. Since I have disproved many misleading and untrue facts about hybrid cars, I hope it inspired you to think about choosing a hybrid car as your next vehicle.
So Hannah, what did you think?
I thought she did a good job. Her thesis was really clear. She previewed her main points really good in the beginning and the end of the speech. She looked down at her notes a lot, but you could tell she was trying to make good eye contact. She had a good voice and organization, and she walked the transitions. So it was good.
Everybody's going to remember that phrase, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to agree with some of the things that you said. I think I have a little bit of a difference of opinion on a couple of other things, but I thought the opening was good. You've got a nice personal example and visualization. You've got a very clear statement of your goal, and there's a solid preview of what the supporting points are going to be. I think you might want to work a little bit on the phrasing of those previews and the secondary points because it sounds a little mechanical, just like they're going through a list and here's an inventory of stuff. And then later on in the speech, it runs into the same kind of thing. Another thing. It's like, let me check off this, check off this, check off this. It sounds like Captain Kirk calling down to engineering. Check off, can you do it? Oh, sorry. Bad joke, just still in my head, bouncing around there. So you've got the mechanics right here on outlining and structure. You're good. You could just maybe improve the language a little bit to make that work better. I didn't really get the impression that you're making much of an attempt to have good eye contact. I really thought that you're reading way too much in the speech. It seemed to me like you, if I'm listening to you, it sounds smooth and effective, but if I'm looking at you, it just means that you're reading well, which is a good skill to have, but it's not necessarily the skill that we're working on here. And I think it takes you and the audience out of the speech. It separates us a great deal, and that's something that you need to work on. I would much rather have you be occasionally hesitant and even stumbling or forgetting once in a while as you're moving from transition to transition and engage with the audience. Rather than just let me get every sentence out, let me be smooth and polished here, those sorts of things. I think you're better off going the other direction on that, and so I'm going to beat up on you on that a little bit. I thought that there was good research in the speech. You did a good job. I think that you kind of told, especially when you're talking about what reservations people might have about buying a car, I think that that's where you have the strongest argument. Although I'm still listening and I'm going, oh man, that's a big chunk of change. $100 a month difference is a lot of money. And when you're talking about the gas savings, I'm thinking, well, if we made the gas savings that you're talking about, it pretty much is eaten up by the additional price that I'm talking about. You need to kind of explain, for instance, in the long run, it's going to save you more money. And when you add on top of that the discount that you're going to get on the insurance, that's where that's going to be. And you need to sell that a little bit more. Some personal stories or maybe some examples of happy, satisfied hybrid owners or something along those lines would maybe be a little bit more helpful. The pollution argument, it's not a big issue that you develop. I think you could probably put a little bit more information on that. The cost issue is the primary argument that you're making here, and I think you do okay on that. maybe a little bit more, and like I said on the other issue, if you're gonna include it, sell it a little bit more, and you've got time to do that. All right, thank you.